My last rebuttal would be, can you guarantee, and I know you can you guarantee that 50 cents, is it 50 cents, $2?
$2 per bag.
$2 per bag is going to stay at $2.50, $3? That's an automatic increased item.
No, all right, let me...
It's not gonna be taken care of by taxes, which it should have been taken care of by taxes.
I'll try to respond.
I'm gonna let you.
Okay. The Commonwealth allows the implementation of the fee only as much money as it costs the city to pick up and dispose of trash can be raised by implementation of the fee. As I explained earlier, one of our, we hope our corresponding benefits is that we reduce our trash tipping cost, which is about $2 million. We look to drive that down. We pay a little bit short of $2 million to pick up the recycling and pick up the trash now. That is not changing. The cost has remained the same. We're only allowed to raise in the form of the fee as much as the program costs, the service costs. So I'm not telling you that there would never be an increase. It may be a decrease, there may be an increase, but the Commonwealth limits, just as they do in 2.5, how much it is we can raise under this program, and we're, based upon our implementation of it, year after year, would be at $2 a bag, we'd be pretty close to the ceiling on the program.
One final question.
So it's not an unending revenue.
Do you?
Yes.
As the mayor, do you feel that the publishing of the payroll of the city of Malden is legal?
The position in the payroll is on the city website. You can come down and get it. Either it's in the public library where it's filed, and it's at the clerk's office. But it's a public document.
But it won't have names.
Well, it's not going to have person's social security number. No. Just as a position, you know who's in the position.
The name.
My name doesn't appear next to mayor, but you know I'm the mayor.
Yeah. And your name will be there in your salary, which we all know because...
We do?
Yeah, well, you probably deserve a raise, but I can't give you.
Thank you.
All right. Hi, my name is Tanya McCloskey. I just had to clarify a couple of things about the size of this bag.
Yes.
And things that don't fit in it and what we do with that. Say, for instance, this trash can splits out the side. What do I do with that? That's not going to fit in that bag.
Well, the specific can be recycled, but obviously you can put that in recycling bin, can be recycled, but...
I don't know if they are recycled. The older ones, they're hard plastic.
Well, if it has the appropriate number on it, I get your point. Yeah. You're entitled, the current ordinance, it doesn't change as a result of this program, as you put out a bulk item a week. Any kind of bulk item. Any kind. Chair, sofa, lamp, whatever it is.
Yes.
It gets picked up. Yes. One per residential unit.
Okay.
It's picked up.
Is that bag recyclable?
This bag? No, all the trash is taken to an incinerator. It's incinerated in incinerator at Risco, at Saugus, I'm sorry.
Okay, I just wanted to voice an opinion that I do agree that this should have been, the community should have been educated.
Yep.
Because we all feel, that's why everybody's really, really mad. There should have been like different choices. You know, do you want to do this kind of recycling where you take your stuff there, or because, you know, we have to pay for ourselves. So let us have some choice in it. There are 3 programs, which do you choose? I mean, that would have really cut down a lot of this stuff going on. I'm really proud of Malden. Actually, I've lived here for almost 19 years, and the school systems when I first came in 1990 were terrible. So I just want to commend you because the school systems are so much better now. Again, I want to reiterate it. A lot of this stuff with the senior citizens and people on low income and things like that, if we just had one free barrel, it would take care of all that and pay for everything else. Just one free barrel per resident. It would just take care of all of it. And people would feel like they're getting something for their taxes. And then we just pay for all the other stuff. Pay for the extra bag. That would be an easy fix. Also, the thing about communication with the community, maybe we could start an email program That would be really easy, put it on the website where maybe pass the word around where people could tune into, go and put their email on a list, and you would actually shoot an email out and say, listen, we got a problem with the trash. You know, we're thinking about these 3 programs. And maybe it could evolve around that. You know, 'cause, you know, we're in the heat of each year. So let's use that instead of a phone bank. And that's about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Fran Craven, 156 Sylvan Street, Ward 5. The thing I was upset with, this was already a done deal before we got here. Our input doesn't mean anything. I think the gentleman that spoke before, the councilors, I think it was their duty to have meetings with our input. It seems our input doesn't count. And if they had I was a fireman in the city for 33 years here. I was on when they had the cuts. If firemen and police and teachers have to be cut, what about the poor guy that gets laid off in the public sector? His job is just as important. We have to all make a living. I agree that things have to be done, but the constituents should have a voice in it, and we don't have a voice. It was already a done deal, and no matter what we say here tonight or what they said at the other meeting, which I would have attended, but the notice was sent out, I got it the 7th, and it was the 6th. My thing is, nobody likes taxes, and I know everybody will say in the city there's no waste. There's waste in our government from the state heads all the way down. The state mandates to us what you can charge for rubbish. The MBTA is the worst run transfer system in the United States. Our bridges are falling down. Our streets are in disrepair. What happened to all that tax money that we paid all these years for all the services that we never got? And once a tax is implemented, it's never taken back. Because if we go back to Governor Volpe, he said if we increase the sales tax from 3% to 5%, we'd never have to increase taxes again. I feel this is just a foot in the door, and once it's in, it'll never be repealed. That's my opinion. I don't have anything against anybody indirectly. You guys try to do your job, but I think you didn't give the constituents in Malden a fair chance to voice their opinion, because if every councilor had a meeting before this, they would have all came back and said, we don't want it. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. I'd only make one point to your comments. You say taxes never go down, they did go down. They went down in this community. Every real estate owner that lives and occupies their residence received a 5% discount. They'll receive another, a 10%, total of 10% discount if the council passes it again this year. So I understand taxes seem to go on and on and on. And, you know, all I can point out again is that if we had added positions, if we thought there was fat, you're on the fire department. You heard Councilor Condon say what the cutbacks that suffer were. Manpower numbers have never been increased from that date forward. And neither has the police department, and the DPW is smaller, and so is City Hall.
I was on the fire department, we had 165 men. We had a chief, it's an ex-chief, he said we could do it with 100 men, but nobody would want to put up with it because nobody wants the cuts. This was the man that was running the department. We got 120, 118 men now, and I know there's fat there.